We're in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, and if you're looking for a sleek but laid-back place where craft beer and exquisite food take center stage, then the Brass Tap is your culinary destination. Chef Jonathan, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about the Brass Tap in this location in Fort Lauderdale.
Well, this location in Fort Lauderdale is very unique to our company. We are a nationwide franchise, but this is the only one that has a full-service kitchen, a full liquor bar, and a microbrewery on the second floor. So it's a very exciting place to hang out and to be a part of.
What makes Brass Tap so interesting is the fact that you can get any type of beer or very different beers and beers that are signature to the Brass Tap.
Yes, that's exactly right. We actually have a brewmaster who brews beer in our second story microbrewery, and we normally have 5 to 6 taps of our own beers at one time. So someone can come in and not only have the choice of 80 different draft beers, 5 or 6 being of our own, and over 300 bottles and cans if I'm not mistaken.
Chef, I've been eyeing the macaroni here, which is actually one of my absolute favorites. And since it's Taco Tuesday, of course, we have some tacos, and I'm ready to dig in. But before we do, please tell us a little bit about how you put it all together.
Okay, sure. Well, first is the mac and cheese. So what I do is I have an Alfredo base with jalapenos and garlic sauteed in butter. Then we add the Alfredo. Then we add feather shredded pepper jack cheese. And we toss the pasta noodles in that. And then we transfer that to a cast iron skillet. We top the top with cheddar jack cheese, Japanese breadcrumbs, and fresh grated Parmesan, and then we bake it in the oven at 500 degrees for 5 minutes, and it just comes out piping hot and bubbling and just crispy on the top. So it's everything that I loved about my grandmother's baked mac and cheese, and also about an Italian chef's Alfredo. The tacos over here, these are our mojo pork street tacos. We make our mojo pork in-house, usually about 5 days a week. You know, you have to make pork almost every day. And we do a combination between lemon, lime, and orange, onion, garlic, mixture of herbs and spices. We serve that over a Napa cabbage slaw with cilantro lime dressing, and it's topped with a fresh cut pico de gallo and freshly grated queso fresco from Mexico.
The Florida Panthers and the Brass Tap collaborated to have one of the amazing guest chefs night at the BB&T Center. Tell us about that.
Oh, it was a really exciting program. I got to go in with our menu mixed with the menu from the Florida Panthers that they serve at the games and do a combination of both. So our food from the restaurant was featured there. I got to work with their staff there. I have a great culinary team. Chef Orlando and Chef Newton and those guys there are just fantastic. And I had a great time showing the guests for the Florida Panthers and the fans something special that they don't normally get.
We're definitely ready to dig in, and we would like to thank Chef Jonathan for giving us the Brass Tap experience. Cheers.
Cheers.